It really was a draw because Class A captured Spiral, while I said Class A, right? Class A captured Spiral, while Class B captured Tailman, and the rest was Pony evading Shoji because, well, she believed in her comrades that much she didn't want them to lose, even if they couldn't win. The Angry Anime Fan here to bring you Boku no Hero Academia Chapter 206. As Vlad King still shows his hamminess about the many different things, I have to say I didn't know Vlad King could have become could have been so annoying. The fact that he's similar to that copy guy wonders exactly what it is. So well, either way, Shoji tries to battle Pony, and he seems to have the advantage. But then actually, I think way back when Ojiro tried to escape from the mud, he used a super move called Tail Attack the Spiral Mud Strike. And actually, it was worth noting that when he did that strike, he actually could knock back Mudman. So it does confirm one thing: Ojiro may be very plain and simple, but his tail can pack a punch if he really challenges through it. So instead, um, Pony decided to try a different thing. The horns she had left, she actually threw both of them away and into the prison because she know that if she cannot get Ojiro off, then at least she will get Ojiro in the prison, even if she herself go down with it. So, and she then saves her other comrades using her levitational horn, while Todoroki and the rest are also kind of well out of the picture. So Pony decides to take a third option. Is the fact that if she cannot, she acknowledges there stands no match against Shoji, and nor but she doesn't want her to take the unconscious body of the other Class Bs too. So she takes some of them. It is also revealed she is strong enough to carry one of them at least in her embrace. She says that we may not win, but I do not want my team to lose either. It does confirm that Pony really cares about her friends again. So in the end, it really did become well, what's the name? Uh, a draw. It's also worth noting that the only people that were captured were the plain guys. Ojiro is the tail man, the guy with the tail, and then it's the Spiral, the guy who can shape his hands into drills. You have to admit that's basically the drillest of all. But yeah, it became a draw with many injured. While it looked like she ran away in fear, and cowardly, it's worth noting that this was actually running and waiting for help is also a legitimate action when dealing with villains. So actually that counts. I actually was worried about how the teachers would take this, but I guess in the end they really did do every single thing that a hero should do. Not exactly very approved of, but it did. Everything from never giving up to the end, always prioritizing civilians over winning, and if you cannot win, save yourself to and wait for backup. Ida may have lost, but he did fight cool, and that is pretty cool. So elsewhere back in the hospital, everyone else awakens, while Tetsu says to Shoto that he did not consider this match a tie. He considered it no. Sorry, I said wrong. He considered this match a loss, not a tie. That's what it is. He what I tried to say. So even if the match ended in a tie, he felt he lost because, well, the heat was really intense. So well, who knows really? Ida, and here is actually one of the more nice part of it. Ida and Shoto has a well, I wouldn't say a moment here, but they actually show some small mopes of character development here. Ida acknowledges that he was too slow, and while Shoto saying No, he was the one who was slow. You were the fast one. I made everyone worry about me. And here is what actually makes this chapter a little bit more worth it. As you all remember, Shoto slowly remembers his childhood, and yes, most of his childhood is a trauma. But one thing you should all remember, once upon a time he really wanted to be a cool hero that everyone could depend on, someone who was not his father. He has forgotten that dream a very long time ago, and even now he's still, well, the Ice King, so he's not exactly defrosting. But here he actually says he wants to become a hero everyone can depend on, meaning he doesn't want to slow everyone down and worried about them. He wants to become the hero everyone can count on. He wants to be the best. He wants to be an All Might. Though granted, however, Shoto will never become a smile freak like All Might, but he does acknowledge what he always liked about All Might was that he was dependable. You could always depend on him, and he could always save the day. Shoto wants to be the same. So, mm, so they both acknowledge each other's limits, but they're saying how to do it. While Mudman appears behind the thing, and we actually see one more of his teeth from now on. After saying in this picture, it is actually kind of gross. So he says, let's have a rematch sometimes, and the Class A students agree. With that, another team is done, and they are once again, well, united. Set 4 starts with, well, the only Class B members I do not really know except Setsuna Tokage, while the rest is Bakugo, Sugar Man, and of course Jiro. And apparently Bakugo has a plan, but there's something, but apparently has a reckless plan, and of course he doesn't listen to them. Oh, I really hate, really hate Bakugo. But why do I have a very big feeling he is gonna win this? And then when we get to the Deku match, which is the final, mind you, Deku's gonna lose. Because if you do that, it's worth noting that this ends up in a complete tie. Neither Class A nor Class B won. It's a tiebreaker. However, once again, Moma shows his arrogant cockiness self that even the rest of them just gives him a, are you serious? And it's revealed that the final recommended student in Class B is not him. I was wondering if it was him because of his all high and mighty moment, but no, it is not. The final recommended student is none other than Tokage, Setsuna Tokage, the lizard-like girl, the one who has a tail thing. And let me tell you one thing, I didn't pay any attention to it until now, but her suit, mmm, mmm, it is fine. She's actually more fit than I thought she would be. And according to Moma, she is extremely she's extremely dirty, and he either means that she fights dirty or she's kind of lewd. Given to the fact that she is extremely sexy, it wouldn't surprise me. She has been noted to be a very big talker though, so who knows. However, she is the next recommended student, and if you ask me, Class B has more aces than Class A. As Bakugo just says in his mind, just you see shitty Deku, and he fully intends to win. But my hatred for Bakugo just keeps on growing. He is so freaking annoying. He has apparently a plan, but the other members do not really appreciate that plan. But of course he doesn't listen to it. I mean, unless Bakugo do a little bit rely on his team here, then I will not give him a break. But Setsuna fights dirty perhaps, or it may be very tricky. Given her quirk, that may be very real, but who knows? Either way, it's good that the next recommended student was a female. So what awaits next, I don't know. So just a setup chapter for it all. But I'm looking forward to the next match. But if Bakugo gets captured, I will be perfectly fine with that. But I have a very big feeling he will be the only one who won't get captured. So give me your thoughts if you have any.